Go.
Okay. So I'm here with John Millman. Nice to see you. You come from Australia. You're a former pro player.
Yeah.
Like 33 was your highest ranking.
Yeah.
We're very honored to have an interview with you. So my channel is all about like physiotherapy and recovery. So can you please ask or just tell me what you did in your pro career to recover properly, and so what was your habits or something like this to recover?
First of all, hugely important. I think physio, but also getting into those routines that you can do by yourself too.
Yes. Okay.
Hugely important at the start when I first started playing. 18, I'd just finished school. I was overseas by myself. I probably didn't realize the importance of it, but as my career progressed, I became more professional. A few surgeries kind of really smartens you up.
Yes.
But hugely important. First of all, I think surrounding yourself with good people is very important.
Okay.
So good
like socially also.
I think for sure your circle of friends is really important, but also the professionals. So your tennis coach, but also from a recovery point of view, your physiotherapist and your strength and conditioning coach. You know, the people who put you in the best position, both mentally but also physically, to be able to play this tennis game, because tennis is a tough sport.
Yes, definitely.
And it's physically grueling. So I think that's one of the most important things, to surround yourself with the right team that are knowledgeable and have the right information. Number two is creating habits and good routines. Consistency is really important with this. So for me, it was quite extensive. I had 2 shoulder surgeries and a groin surgery that was affecting my back a lot. So a lot of my pre-hitting and pre-hab, you would call, injury prevention stuff happened when I got to the court. And again, that was a plan devised by my team, the people who I trust, the physio, the strength and conditioning trainer, my tennis coach. And this became just like hitting balls. It was just something that was normal. It had to be done. And the only way you can do that is by practicing routines, right? So yeah, a lot of mobility, a lot of those small, especially with the shoulder, a lot of those small strength exercisings, with the rotator cuff, really important with TheraBands and your sleeper stretching, it's very specific.
Yes.
And then your cool down's just as important. So, when you finish, what are you doing? Your stretching routine there. Again, the strengthening exercises, getting on the ice, doing my ice baths, all about recovery. I think with tennis, what's most interesting is that it's a sport that has very fine margins. When you look at the results at the end, sometimes you might even win more points than your opponent and still lose. But sometimes it really does come down to 1 or 2 points. So for me, I wanted to do those small things very well. So looking after my body, preparing my body as best as possible was really important, and recovery was huge with that.
Yeah, so many things already answered. That perfect answer.
I can talk a lot.
No, it's nice. And you have maybe 1 or 2 things that helps you the most. Was there like ice bath or some infrared thing or some crazy thing, or just stretching or strengthening? Was there one thing that helped you the most, or
I think
overall? Just
I think it was the whole package, but it probably depends on the situation. If I had a really long match, for me, putting fuel in the body was very important. So your nutrition, making sure that you're refueling your body. So nutrition was very important. A long match, I really liked seeing the physio almost straight away, and then I'd be hitting the ice baths. Really popular is those ice baths in Australia. Very lucky
For
that.
How long you stayed in the ice bath? Like something.
I mean, I know that they say, there's probably different trains of thoughts. I really struggled to do hot and cold. That's one thing that you can do. So, hot for 1 minute and then jump in the ice bath for a minute. For me, this was too hard. But so I like to do 10 minutes of the ice bath. So essentially, just like you would when you ice your shoulder, by getting in the ice bath, essentially you're icing your whole lower body, or if you can find one that's big enough, you know, your whole body.
Yes.
And I felt like it helped for recovery, especially the inflammation. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect answer. And also like stretching.
Yeah,
a lot.
it's hugely important. I mean, hugely important.
Yeah.
Something that, again, just took a long time for me to kind of figure that out. You know, when you're 18, you're not really thinking. No. You feel indestructible a little bit.
You want to just become stronger,
100%.
more
yeah, and
mobile. Yes.
you don't really. You're a bit naive as to. Injuries, you know, you think, you know, as an 18-year-old, you think
undestroyable.
Exactly right. So, yeah, you learn that. Unfortunately, I learned it the hard way. I learned it from having significant injuries.
Okay.
But then I became really diligent. And like I said, I think it's about getting the right information from the right team. I think that's really, really important because if you're not getting that, it doesn't matter how much you do. If you're doing the wrong things, you're doing the wrong things. So getting the right information and then creating habits. So just making it become part of your routine. And it's a full-time job, right? So that's what tennis is at this prophy level. But even still, even now, I like doing my stretching and stuff. And, you know, I no longer play. But just for you know, and probably some of your clients and patients, they might not be trying to play prophy, but I think it's just important for quality of life. Like you feel better.
Yes, you feel better overall. Yes.
And again, it all comes down to creating good habits and good routines.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That was a perfect answer.
Appreciate
really.
it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Hope you learned a lot. Yes.